We got that pizza, boy.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a room.
So I mean, how can a person, you know, eat a pizza and maintain a relatively lean physique? How can somebody indulge, almost overindulge in copious amounts of food in one sitting and still have abs? So the answer to this is obviously periodization. Did I say that right? Anyway, periodization of choosing when and where and what you eat plays a part in when and where you should have a cheat meal, and if you deserve one, and maybe sometimes you don't deserve one but you do have one, so what should you do afterwards. We'll cover all these topics of when should you deserve a cheat meal, how should you indulge in a cheat meal, and what to do once you have had a cheat meal that you actually kind of maybe didn't deserve, however you still didn't. Alright, so first off, let's talk about when to have a cheat meal. When to have a cheat meal, predominantly, obviously cheat meals, you're going to be wanting higher carbs. You're going to be wanting a carb source for the cheat meal. So you're going to be wanting maybe a pizza, a few burgers, some donuts, some sweets, whatever you fancy, you're going to want, obviously, because it's a cheat meal, so you want preference in what you eat. So what exercises or what muscle group should I work? Well, definitely I would prefer to do leg or back. Definitely something that is going to burn the most calories. Legs, 600 to 700 calories in a workout. Back, maybe 500 to 600. So you definitely want to go to those muscle groups that demand the most amount of carbs, so that your body is most absorbent to that pizza, whatever. I'll just say pizza because that's what I'm getting right now. But to whatever your cheat meal is going to be, your body is going to be most absorbent after training those demanding muscle groups that need that glycogen storage to be refilled before or after. So when do you deserve a cheat meal? I believe you deserve a cheat meal when you have gone at least 4 days, 3 to 4 days of proper dieting, of following your diet to the T and ensuring that you have progressed and you have lost maybe half a kilogram, 450 grams in that 4-day period. If you have done that, you definitely deserve a cheat meal. If you are cutting, this is obviously in the scenario of a cut, so you don't want to be in a calorie deficit. If you're bulking, that's a whole different ball game, but let's stick to the cut. If you are wanting to cut and you have stuck to your cardio regimen, you have been doing your training to the T, and you deserve a cheat meal because you have lost and shown progress in those 3 to 4 days, go ahead, have that cheat meal. And for me, a perfect cheat meal, I know that it has played its role and has been effective, is when I wake up the next day, 0 bloat, 0 water retention. However, I'm actually leaner because the amount of carbs, the fat, everything just spiked my leptin levels, which is the main fat burning hormone. It spiked my leptin levels back up and has urged them to continue burning fat. Okay, so what do you do now when you actually have had a cheat meal that you do not deserve? Well, I'll get to that after I go order my pizza. Look at that beauty. Let me close this before it gets cold. It's a wild one. Alright, so I got 2 larges from Romans though, so it's 1 large. Obviously you get 2 together. So that means this is roughly 1,000, because obviously these larges aren't as big as a normal large, but they're pretty big. So let's say that's about 2,000 calories over there. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. So now I'm gonna go home and I'm indulge. But I was talking about what to do when you have cheated, when you actually could not afford to, when you actually shouldn't have. So what I would do, if I'm like, you know, you're out with friends, they're having food, they're having a young cheat meal, but for them it's not a cheat meal, it's just a normal day in their life for them. But for you, it's a cheat meal. You've given in, you've had whatever you've had. My immediate decision after that is the following day I would have been doing cardio anyway, so you go do your cardio as per usual. And then for me, I would maybe some days, but now not that I'm going to compete soon, I would fast up until maybe 14 hours later. So you'd fast and you would just not eat and try burn that food that you had. But if you are competing, you want to get as many meals in and you want to build muscle while still losing that fat, you would obviously then, if possible, decarb the next day. So because you've had that cheat meal when you didn't deserve it, you need to now compensate. You need to now go and allocate meals that are going to pretty much fix and remedy the situation that you put yourself in. So now say you had a pizza the night before when you actually shouldn't have. Now on this day you're going to decarb. Usually if you hadn't cheated, you would have had 300 grams of carbs, but now because you had that cheat meal the night before, you need to lower it maybe down to 100 grams. Obviously depending on what you are training that day, I would preferably try do a high intensity workout with a lot of compound lifts. So what a high intensity workout is going to do is just going to burn those calories that you ate, and doing those compound lifts is going to shoot your heart rate up, and it is going to help negate those calories that you should not have eaten the day before. So hopefully this has been a little bit insightful. My battery's about to die, so let me speak as quickly as possible. Hopefully this has been an insightful vlog into when to cheat, how to cheat, when not to cheat, what to do once you have cheated when you shouldn't have. If you enjoy videos like this, I haven't been able to get gym footage in a while, but hopefully this weekend I will be able to. So I just wanted to put a video together on cheat meals and how to just enjoy them to the best of your abilities and enjoy them while enjoying your life and still sticking to your goals. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Have a good day. I'm gonna go home, chow some pizza, and go train some back this evening. I did legs this morning, so I definitely deserve a cheat because I'm gonna expend some calories, boy. Peace out, love you guys.
Draco season with the book bag. Rat tag got a little kickback.